jumper, but Hokies get to reset. 41 combined between Reed and Roberts for Georgia Southern out of the 64. Eddy to the right baseline. And Green, hand check call against Georgia Southern. CJ Reed on the season, his best was 16 points. Already, he's got 21. Of course, he did score 34 at one time when he was with Bethune-Cookman. He's that kind of scorer. And the Hokies out of the timeout. Eddy with a big shot from the left side.
And James Johnson agrees that Eddy needs to get involved in this game and calling his number coming out of the timeout. And for Eddy, you're hoping that that shot can get him going. The first three-pointer he's knocked down tonight.
13 for Eddy. Third tray for the Hokies. To 10 for Southern. And CJ Reed again. Ferguson the back door to Daniels. Get the layup. Robert Brown fouled by CJ Reed. Second on Reed.
Virginia Tech has a chance to get back into this one.
Virginia Tech basketball as we return with 6:20 remaining. In the corner, Green is fouled on the push. It's Ferguson. 3 on Eric Ferguson. But still only the 15th foul. That's another thing that's happened in the second half. The shooting's been so good, they haven't been going inside that much. Brown will try an offensive foul.
And Georgia Southern has made the plays to win this game. When you talk about taking charges and stepping in and just making winning plays, they've done that right now. They've outplayed Virginia Tech this entire game. But the question is, can they close it? Because right now they deserve to win this game, but they still have to close it out.
And only 2 turnovers here in the second half for the Eagles. And that's always a key to try to maintain. Bussey against Green. Ferguson has his shot blocked. Transition for the Hokies. Eddy goes all the way through. How about that look back with the fake, too?
Exactly. The teammates, well, the defender thought he was looking back to pass the ball, and they laid off of Eddy, and he was able to get a wide open layup because of it.
Bussey for Daniels and now Roberts. Ferguson backs out. Dangerous pass, but Daniels somehow gets to it. There's Bussey from the corner. Too hard. Baskerville, a big rebound. But shot didn't hit the rim. But Ferguson doesn't have to hit the rim either. He can hit a 3.
Huge shot by Ferguson off another offensive rebound for Georgia Southern, and being able to get those second chance points can keep Virginia Tech at bay.
11 three-pointers for the Eagles. Eddy short on the corner shot. Gets his own rebound. And here's Brown. Much needed for the Hokies offense.
Credit Jarrell Eddy for the hustle play, going in, getting his own miss, offensive rebound, and coming up with a second chance opportunity for the Hokies.
Bussey skids through the lane. Held ball goes to Virginia Tech.
Full court pressure by Virginia Tech. It speeds Bussey up, and they're able to come up with the possession because of the travel. And then on the opposite end, Robert Brown, the recipient of a second chance opportunity off of Jarrell Eddy hustle, and able to take advantage of it, knocking down the three-pointer.
Another chance Hokies to go inside, double digits. Here's Green. And he's left open. And he hits. And he's back over 20 again. 21 for Green, and the lead is down to 9. goes, he loses the ball. Eddy can't get the pull-up. C.J. Reed coming across, and Charlton Young wants a timeout.
Georgia Southern has done a good job getting back in transition defensively and making Eric Green have to score over their set defense.
Media timeout's coming up, and they're going to get it right now as Rankin fouls Reed as they battle the point guard.
4 for 21 for three-point land for Virginia Tech is a large reason for that.
Bussey trying to get the ball inbounds to Ferguson, and does, but he's got to watch the sideline. C.J. Reed against Rankin. To the top of the key. Ferguson lost the handle, out of bounds. Big defensive possession for the Hokies.
Credit C.J. Barksdale in defense on Ferguson, because that is a bad matchup for him. Ferguson really has a lot of perimeter ability, and Barksdale's more of an interior player. However, Barksdale did a great job moving his feet, forcing Ferguson into a turnover.
3 minutes left. With Green and the ball from Virginia Tech all the way. Got it. That's a good way to start.
Eric Green going to the rim where he does so much damage, and they need more of that over the last 3 minutes.
Bussey's fouled on the inbound by Barksdale. Still not over the limit, though, just number 6. As I mentioned, Georgia Southern's going to have to go to Peoria, Illinois after this one to take on Bradley.
And if they're able to come out of here with the win, I'm sure they will be riding high going into Bradley, feeling like world beaters.
Roberts to Ferguson. And Cleon still having trouble with Reed. They've got 5 seconds to get it across. They do or don't they? Ferguson gets it back inside and blocked, but fouled is Baskerville. How about the athletic play from Ferguson to save that pass?
Exactly, and the basketball IQ to understand that he could not land with that basketball because he would have been out of bounds, able to find a teammate and an opportunity to get to the free throw line. And the pressure by Virginia Tech paying dividends. However, still an opportunity for Georgia Southern to get 2 points at the free throw line.
First chance of the line for Baskerville. Good free throw shooter coming in, plus 80. He shows it there.
But even still, if he misses a free throw, then of course it's a great foul for Virginia Tech, because instead of giving up a 2-point basket, you walk away with only 1.
Baskerville showing he can shoot the 15-footer. And the lead is back to 9 with 2.5 remaining. Eddy has to force it. Front rims it. Rebound taken down for Ferguson and Georgia Southern. Ferguson is fouled up the right side by Barksdale, and the Eagles now feeling pretty good.
And all the numbers that we've looked at, one thing we really haven't discussed much is the rebounding advantage that Georgia Southern has had over Virginia Tech, and another one of the main reasons. We've talked about the offensive boards, but however, they're out-rebounding Virginia Tech all throughout the entire game.
You know, that point guard mentality as a coach, Charlton Young, is really feeling this right now, wanting it for his troops so badly. We talked about it before the game, how tough his schedule is, how good Charlotte is, how good Maryland is, how good Virginia Tech is. He didn't expect this to be the 20th ranked toughest schedule in the nation.
Well, I tell you what, and he does that for a reason. He wants his guys to understand what you have to do to play against this tough competition, because he can use that when he gets into SoCon in order to be able to compete in the league.
1-2, Ferguson, the lead though, 10. Eddy, a long three, and a timeout for James Johnson. Still Reed having trouble. Rankin gets the steal, but Reed gets it right back, and he's fouled on the sideline by Jarrell Eddy. That could have been a moment the Hokies will remember after this one.
It really has, and this kind of justifies how the game has been for Virginia Tech so far. They've been so close, but yet so far away that possession right there, and Marquise Rankin, a tremendous hustle to get to the basketball and just wasn't able to get the ball off of Reed or into one of his teammates.
Got to be a special season for C.J. Reed. He tried to transfer to Central Florida. They were having violation issues. He got a second chance, even a third chance, and he gets to go to Georgia Southern this year and play.
Well, you talk about a young man who was, of course, the MEAC Player of the Year, and so he's a special talent, no question about it. And to be able to come in and play for a coach such as Charlton Young, a guy that you know as a point guard is really going to coach you up and give you an opportunity to be successful. And Reed is definitely flourishing in his system.
Ferguson looking for the rebound, and he got it. Huge play. You have to have that rebound for Virginia Tech.
You do, and the two guys we talked about in our one-on-one, and right here, this is just a little more effort on Ferguson's part, being able to get a hand on that basketball and forcing Eddie to smack it out of bounds.
Hey, we talk about those box outs, getting that backside on the box out, establishing some room. Didn't happen. Reed can't get it to go. And Green trying to go coast to coast. But misses the layup. There's Brown. Can't get it. Barksdale gets it finally to go in, but a lot of time went off the clock. Baskerville. Up the right side, fouled is Bussey. And a minute 28 on the clock with a two-possession game. Georgia Southern, a 67% free throw shooting team on the season. Just 10 of 17 today.
And in a 6-point game, it becomes very crucial that you're able to get to the free throw line and knock down your free throws, because the way that Virginia Tech has been able to shoot the three-pointer this year, not necessarily tonight, but they're not going to be too far out of it. They've got a number of guys that can step up and knock down a three. It's going to be important and paramount for Georgia Southern just to continue to step to the line and make that free throw.
The lefty Bussey, 50% on the season, but hits the two biggest ones today, at least for the Eagles. And Green all the way through, and one. Not what you wanted for Georgia Southern.
And you have to like Eric Green's mentality of continuing to attack the basket, not settling for a three-pointer, but getting to the rim, scoring the basketball, and if he's able to knock down the free throw, he gives his team an opportunity to set up their full-court pressure.
Second on Baskerville, 25 for Green, looking for more. It's 5 with a minute 23. Ferguson, the inbound, fouled up the right sideline by Eddie. So free throw shooting contest now, Corey, for Georgia Southern, if Virginia Tech can't get a steal on the inbound.
And of course, you got to look to Eric Green to now continue to push the ball to the basket. Don't worry about shooting the threes unless they help. And you can kick it out to a guy like Terrell Eddy, who has now started to knock down a couple threes. But right now, free throws are the key for Georgia Southern.
Ferguson short arms the first one. One of two. Still a two-possession game. Clock a major factor. Brown trying the three. Eddie got the rebound out to Brown, but he stepped out of bounds. The 13th turnover for the Hokies, a big one in this contest.
And probably the biggest turnover for the Hokies right there, because they got the second chance opportunity, and you always look to shoot the three-pointer on that one, and coming away without even being able to get a shot opportunity.
Roberts going to Ferguson. Tries to knock it off of Eddie, but Barksdale's got the steal. 1 minute left, and the Hokies got the ball. Eddie with a huge three. And a full timeout.
So now they're back in this game, and they've got the crowd behind them.
Hokies in the first half couldn't hit a three. In the second they have, and they've been ball distribution outstanding in the second 20 as well. Shot clock differential about 19, so they could get the ball back even if they don't foul. Roberts runs the baseline. It's it back to Reed. He tries to clear everybody out to go against Rankin. Thunderous here at Castle Coliseum. Bussey. Reed tries a long three. No good! Shot clock is off. Running is Green. Three-pointer for the tie. Doesn't go. And the rebound for Georgia Southern. Wow, how close was that for Eric Green?
Well, it was a good look. Eric Green getting an opportunity in transition, and it's a good look for a number of reasons. If he doesn't make the shot, you foul, or if you don't get an offensive rebound, you foul, and you still get an opportunity to keep time on the clock. But, of course, if you make it, you've got your best guy taking a good shot for him. You make it, you got a tie ball game. So still a great shot by Eric Green, even though it didn't go down.
Of course, no timeouts left for the Hokies with 19 seconds left. Baskerville with the biggest free throw attempt here of his young career. Got it. Two-possession game with under 20 seconds left. Big man can shoot free throws, 88% coming in.
He really has stepped up to the line and knocked down big free throws for Georgia Southern.
Buries him. And here comes Green again. It's the layup. 14 seconds left, but no timeouts really hurts here. Georgia Southern will take one, though, so that benefits.
Came in confident, and Coach Young prepared them with the right game plan. And you look, Virginia Tech right now with 73 points, 10 points under their average. Coach Young prepared them as to how they needed to be able to play to have a chance to win this game, and they've executed the game plan.
Barksdale to start the full court pressure for the Hokies. Cleon Roberts trying to get the ball in. To Baskerville in the corner, and he's fouled with 13 seconds left. Barksdale wanted the held ball, but Baskerville 4 for 4 at the line today.
And how about the confidence in Baskerville from Coach Young, setting up the inbounds play to go to your big guy? How often do you see that when you want to get the ball?